Well, hello. Welcome to our Q&A.
Our Halloween Q&A.
Our Halloween Q&A. And as you notice, I got my Halloween costume on.
Show them what it says on there.
It says, "You can't scare me. I have grandkids." And this is the hippie costume that you guys voted on. My video last week was the Halloween costumes that I had. And the hippie costume was first place.
That was unanimously the first place. Huh?
Yeah, a lot of people voted on that one.
Tell me what the other ones were.
The next one was the witch and the princess. They tied. And let's see. The next one was the Danish redhead and tiger lady. And then the rest hardly got any votes. Oh, leopard girl. Leopard girl, prince.
Where'd you get all the costumes?
Just in my closet.
Oh. How many people have things like that in their closet?
Well, you collect them over the years.
Raise your hand if you've got something like that. Okay, I guess that's just one.
Oh, dear. That was a lot of fun. We did trick-or-treating tonight, and the kids were just awesome. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work. I did, made over 300 treats with the cookies, popcorn balls, Rice Krispie squares, and donuts.
Here, and the very first one, Daniel Lefko, we know him, and he actually has a favorable report on the Action Lab from JJ, our son. Hi, Roseanne. I watched the Action Lab with JJ as host. He is a very good man. Your channel goes back 2014 when Davey called it Mama O.
That's right.
It still is Mama O.
Well, it was Pollyanna, and Davey switched it to Mama O in 2014.
Can you do a blooper video? Actually, everyone we do are bloopers.
That would be fun to do a blooper one. That rhymes. I'll have to think about that one, because I know there are YouTubers that do that.
But some of them are acted out.
No, they're really bloopers.
Oh.
They're really mistakes that they made. I'll have to go back through my videos and see if I saved those, because usually you delete them. You think, oh, I'm not going to put that up. That's a mess.
Try not to laugh videos. Joe and you had a good time. EB was born in 2015. Can you remember that?
Yes. Yeah, I remember EB. She was born at home. And Ender, he was born in the tub. And April tried that with Evie, but she thought, no, I got to get out. And then, but I remember when Evie was born. And yeah, says the boys are in the Big Apple, New York, and it's hot today, 33 degrees in Liverpool, hotter tomorrow. And what's your weather in Utah?
Liverpool is England.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, we've been in 60s and hit the 70s on Sunday, and the rest it'll drop to the 60s. But
what was today?
The mountains are, you can see sprinkling of snow on the top, and the last time it rained, the snow started dropping to 6,500.
And Park City got snow tonight. So they said any trick-or-treaters are in Park City, that's in the mountains here in Utah, and it says you better dress warm because they got snow. And then Daniel also wants to know if we've ever been to Disneyland. Do you remember when we went?
Where's Dan?
Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
We went on our
honeymoon.
On our honeymoon, yep.
I've been twice.
You've been twice?
None with our kids.
Me and Papa went on our honeymoon, and that was it. 44 years ago.
I don't do rides. I get sick with very little motion. I can start getting sick to my stomach and try to throw up.
Yeah. So
and let's say I let about 10, 15 years go by, and I said to myself, I think that was just in my imagination that I'll bet you I don't really get sick. And so I went on just a small ride, in Lehigh it was, remember?
You got sick.
And within seconds
I get sick on the merry-go-round. It goes around. Anyway, so, okay, let's go to Kimberly. You guys comment below if you get sick. Can you do roller coasters, or what makes you sick? And because I didn't used to get sick. I used to love the whirly-twirlies.
Well, I used to be able to do the roller coaster, but nothing that was spinning around.
Yeah, just up and down, the up and down ones. But boy, now they've got the roller coasters. They go around in a circle. Boy, they're crazy, but okay. Kimberly Niven, I love how all the cousins are close. Do any of the grandkids go to the same school? And love your videos always. Thank you. And yes, Zaid and Hunter are going to school together.
So two of our families, two of our kids' families.
Davey's family and Rochelle's family, they actually both go to the same school. So that's pretty cool. Zaid and Hunter were pretty excited about that they get to go to the same school. Of course, they did in elementary. And then Zaid did homeschool for a few years, and then they moved, and now Hunter and Zaid are back together again. So they're very excited about that. Okay, Vicky Gillespie. Gillespie, that sounds a lot better. Okay, she wants to know what weevils are. As I talked about the weevil I found in the macaroni, they're just... Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Because he used to work in a grocery store.
Okay, anything that is any kind of grains, when they come from, actually, when they're still a plant, and then they get transferred into being in a box, they have the eggs of a small insect called a weevil. And it will not start hatching until it sits in a box for maybe several months. That's why they tell, they used to tell me in the grocery store to rotate, put the fresh stuff in the back.
Keep it rotated.
Because the weevils will, and he picked one, my boss picked one off the front, ripped it open, and there were little teeny moving things in it. I says, what are those? He said, those are weevils, and we don't want customers opening the box and finding that. So you remember to put the fresh stuff in the back. So where they're just almost microscopic small eggs that are in there. But they don't look very nice when they're alive.
Yeah, you can see the worm. You can see their... Do they shed or something? What is that you see?
No, they will actually, when they die, then their shells. That's what you see. When you blow stuff off, you're blowing the shells of them off. But
I've actually got a bucket of wheat. I can show them. I'll go get it. Okay, here's a bucket of wheat that I'm throwing out, and you could see the
weevils.
See them on the lid.
And the darker ones are the weevils.
Yeah, that's weevils in there. That's how you know.
But they've already died because they're not moving.
Yeah, they're dead. But I don't want to eat that. Okay, I'll go put the bucket away. There's weevils. That's a bucket of wheat that I found, and I put it out so I can throw it away, and I just feed it to the chicken or whatever.
Yeah, the chickens eat it.
So we don't want to eat it.
The chickens are not that picky.
Yeah, they're not. They like
no,
worms.
They do peck, but they're not picky.
They're peck, but they're not picky. Oh, that was a heavy bucket. Okay, so now you know what they are.
Fred Milena, is Rochelle feeling better? Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, she got strep. Now Amanda has strep, and then April says her throat's kind of hurting, and she's hoping that it's not strep. But she's feeling a lot better now. She's back to her old self. She was on the medication, and she's doing great now. Thanks for asking. That's so nice of you to wonder. But Amanda, for Halloween, she says she was just so sick. She goes, thanks, Rochelle. Passing it on. But yeah, I guess you can get it from anybody. Okay, Mindy Van Horn.
And this is referring to Rochelle and her car accident. I know my nerves would certainly be on edge after a trauma, not to mention whiplash. These can cause such bad headaches. Maybe a chiropractor could help her. I love how you make each grandchild feel like they are your favorite. Don't you just love fraud?
Yeah, when you're talking about the IRS thing, and somebody in the comments had mentioned that they got a call from overseas. I can't remember where they were. Davey got one, and it's I've heard that Utah's
scam call.
Yeah, I've heard Utah's the easiest for scams
because there's a lot of people retire here.
Yeah,
and retired people sometimes are more trustworthy.
Yes. Okay, Frank Molina, good to hear Rochelle is better and on meds. Your nephew is a real artist, and this is my Judy's son Aaron, and he carves pumpkins. And Frank wants to know if he does any other artwork. And he does. When he was younger, he would take Play-Doh clay and make these tiny little tractors and just the cutest things he would make out of clay. I should get him to do some clay molding, mold some things with clay, just detailed and just amazing work with clay. And then Judy also has a daughter that can draw. She drew the pictures in my book. So I gotta grab that. Okay, and Judy's daughter Jessica, she goes by Jessie. This is Jessie. Yeah, this is my book, Mama Knows About Fences, and she drew my pictures for me. Look how awesome these are. And she did this with colored pencils. Just amazing. So Judy has some pretty talented kids. So that's pretty awesome. And I can't think of any other ones, but I think that's it. Okay, we have time for one more. April Williams. What a great idea to do with the cookies. How does she charge? Julianne made 1,600 cookies.
What does that mean? How does she charge?
How does she charge for the cookies? Oh. She charged $10 for a dozen. Yeah, and she wrapped them up really nice. I'll show you those. Be right back. There we go. All right, this is how she packaged them. This is Johnny's cookies, and she put a dozen in each bag. Then she put thank you for your donation, and put the name of the person on and wrapped it with a pretty bow. And that's how she did it, and then just charged them $10 for a dozen. Okay, so that was her fundraiser. Her daughter's going to go to California. All right, we'll go ahead and close up with a couple of quotes. And happy Halloween. We had a lot of fun with the trick-or-treaters. A couple of girls, they used to come to, when they were little, they used to come to my house every day and get candy when they were little. And now here they are. One has 4 kids and one has 1. And it's so cute. I hardly recognize them. I go, wait, I know who you are. And then another fellow, he came alone, a full-grown man. And he says, I've been coming here for 30 years. And I was telling the guys at work that I'm going trick-or-treating to the donut lady's house. And his wife was sick and he wanted to bring her donuts. I almost started crying. I had to control myself. But he says, you don't know how much you do for people. And I go, oh, you're so cute, so sweet, thank you. And he just kept going on and on. He just says, you just don't know. You just don't know what you do. And I thought, that's so nice. And so he was a little kid, and he drove a half an hour to come get his donuts here and take one home to his sick wife. He wanted to surprise her. And I said, thank you, that makes all the work worth it. And that's why I do this. It just almost brings me to tears. I have to control myself. It's just so awesome.
Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose.
That's true. That's a good one. Okay. You have to be positive. And I'm not just talking about athletics. This also applies to life. Just be positive in life, and it can be hard sometimes. And happy Halloween yesterday, and hope you had a good time, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and good night, everybody.
Welcome new viewers.
Welcome new subscribers. We really appreciate it. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and good night, everybody.